Sonny, the Minister of Information, I'll give you 5 minutes to bring in Nigerians. Thank you.
One Nigerianist, please raise your hand up. Big deal, over to you.
Yeah, hello. I am fully one Nigeria, and I want to ask this question to the self-acclaimed Prime Minister. When your superior Nnamdi Kanu is out, are you going to hand over power to him, or there will be power tussle? Because I see you love power a lot. So that's my first question.
Are you worried?
Yes, I'm worried because
Thank you very much. That's
you
what
are
I
not
want to
well.
hear.
You are not well known like him. He
All
himself, nobody sent him on
I
SI.
am happy that you are worried and you are not worried about him.
I'm not worried.
That has actually answered you. I'm not
Are you upset? Are you angry?
I'm not upset. Why should I be angry? If I'm angry, I'll kick you out here.
Okay,
But I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very happy that you are worried, and that's actually what made me the Prime Minister. And
I'm not worried
about. You need to be. You said you are worried about me.
That's a slip of tongue. I'm not worried.
Because now.
So the question is.
Remove him.
You are scared. You said we should ask questions. Now you are running.
You don't need to be going up and down. You said you are worried, and then I started to address you. You say you are not worried against the slip of tongue.
You are running. You are running.
Worried.
Let me ask you my question. If you are the Prime Minister,
go ahead.
Should I go ahead before you kick me out? Okay.
Go ahead.
My question is this: since Nnamdi Kanu, which me I recognize, if he's out, are you going to hand over power to him as your superior? Yes or no?
And I ask you again, what is your concern about Biafra?
Because
you are worried about who becomes the leader and who is not the leader.
Yeah, because you want to rule from Finland. Why?
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu want to rule?
Listen to me. I am already ruling from Finland. Not I want to. Did you not hear
that is not acceptable. You can't just control
you don't need to accept. You don't need to accept, but it's a fact.
And my second question before
let me ask you again before I kick you out.
Okay, let me
ask you again.
Keep on crying.
Are you supporting the drug lord?
I'm not supporting none of that.
But he is ruling you.
But I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu, and he's your superior.
You don't want to accept that. I'm asking you about your president. You are one Nigeria. You said you are one Nigeria. Talk about your Nigeria, not about
If you know where I'm from, you know it's not my president. But I want to ask if you will.
Where are you from?
If you will leave power for your superior, because you love power so much, and that will be an issue. Because Nnamdi Kanu will rule Nigeria if he wants to. But you want to rule from Finland. Who does that? Come to Nigeria and do your work.
You know that your statement now is what made Biafra to make me the Prime Minister.
Nobody make you Prime Minister. It's a self-acclaimed Prime Minister. That's what I know. That's what everybody knows.
Everybody know that because of this your statement now. That's why Biafrans are supporting me, because they want anybody that Nigeria like you we hate.
No, if your superior is out, which the international body recognize, are you going to hand over power to him?
And who told you that international body did not recognize me?
Because you are not ready to hand over power to him. That's my case. So I'm a full supporter.
You are worried about me handing over the power. Release him first now. Can you release him? Tell them to release him first.
No, you should work that. If you are one Biafra, you should work out that, because you are isolating yourself, doing all this business, creating app and doing all those things, making money for yourself. What about your superior?
And that's your problem.
Your superior?
Were you not the one who kidnapped my superior?
Nobody kidnapped your superior. You have to fight for your superior. Stop
nobody kidnapped me. Please remove him. It's not reasonable.
You are running. Thank you very much. You are running. You can't start.
Prime Minister of Biafra in exile. And this is exactly what Biafra want to hear. Biafra wants somebody who will fight for them and they deal with Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu has done his job. If he come, he will continue where he stopped. But for now, I remain the Prime Minister and I'm here to fight Nigeria until the last day that the declaration will happen, and we'll defend it.
Ojako.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. Good evening, everyone.
We say we need one Nigerianist, and
I'm not. I can never be one until I die. I'm aside from I'm frustrating here. I want to go back to my land. You are telling me one Nigeria.
You raise a hand.
I raise a hand because I've been dying to talk to my Prime Minister for so long. I'm worried. Goosebumps is beating me here. You are telling me.
All right on.
No, Prime Minister, as our faces are different, that's how our own heart are also different. Biafra is very, very diversified, I don't have a lot of questions, but I have two things that bothers me when you're about the way you do things, Two, if you can let me. One is the way, because our leader who we follow told us about Ojemma about our money, Ojemma, the name of our money, our currency, and you gave it like a dollar. And the second one is when we talk about, and I feel like you're drifting to support. I'm sorry to say it here, like you are drifting towards US, and US, they are also corrupt. And I don't think we have to depend on United Nations to prove our rights. Even though they call you anything they can call you, they are the one that brought terrorism to Africa. If you can say it, if you can say the whole truth, because we are living free. There's nothing like poverty.
So, what is your question? Go straight to your question, please.
My question is not that I have question, but it's that I'm dying to talk to my prime minister, and I have to. I'm so happy, you know. I don't know. I'm so happy, but thank you for giving me the opportunity anyway. But
All right. You have said something. So, well, let me tell you. You see,
okay,
the liberation of Biafra involved politics.
okay,
It involved diplomacy, and
okay.
it involves arms, which
Yeah,
is
I know that.
the activation of self-defense. So, these three dimension is what is bringing the Biafra independence. The approach is
Okay,
political approach, diplomatic approach, and of course the armed struggle approach. The armed struggle approach is that it has become necessary for us to defend ourselves after many years of Nigeria protesters under IPOB. So we, as a government of Biafra, we see it as it is very possible. It is very important for us to defend our people as we fight for the liberation of Biafra. That is different between people having freedom, peace, and the liberation. What we are
yes,
fighting is to liberate Biafra completely from the enslavement of Nigeria. So, in doing that, we will never be an island. We will go into international politics with the United Nations, America, and every other country that wish to do business with Biafra. We are not going to be an island. So I want everyone, I know all of you are angry because of the roles these powerful nations has played by not listening to the killings of our people, by shying away from the evil of Nigeria, and because of that, many Biafrans are angry. You don't want to have anything to do with even the United Kingdom. But remember, there are people in the United Kingdom that are not supportive of the evil activities of the United Kingdom during the Biafra Nigeria war. There are people in the United States that condemned it. There are people in Europe that condemned it. So when we are, unleashing our anger on how they sidelined everything and even not punishing those who killed 3 million children through starvation today, like Gowon is now becoming a national hero in Nigeria. We must understand that we are now living in the 21st century, where we must recognize those who are policy makers, decision makers, and who control the globe, the world. And they call them the world powers. So we can never live without them, no matter how angered we are. But what we have to do is for them to understand it's our responsibility to let these people who have not lived up to the expectation of the Biafra people to understand where they have wronged us. And the only way we can make that statement is through the approach we are using today, called multi-dimensional approach to Biafra liberation. If you do not agree with us in the diplomatic way, you will agree with us in the political way. If you do not agree with us in the political way, you will agree with us in the armed struggle. If you do not agree with us in the armed struggle, you will agree with us in the civil disobedience. So that is every means we have used to capture those. If we don't capture you in this approach, we'll capture you in this approach, we'll capture you in that. So we have used every mechanism known to man to liberate ourselves. And the only problem we have is finance. And we need to have heavy equipment to engage Nigeria. If you know what we have today, we are not doing it with AK-47 anymore. Because we need to have more superior firepower to engage these terrorists who come in military uniform and kill people and brag about it. So, my people, we will have business with the United Nations, we will have business with America, we will have business even with Russia. If the opportunity calls, we will not make anyone our enemy. Those who fought against us during the Biafra war have today seen the mistake they have done by supporting Nigeria. Today, they are not proud of what they did. But in as much as they're not proud of what they did, we will not also be that vindictive not to recognize when people change their stand. I thank you.
So, Prime Minister, I don't know why you are debunking people coming out for this thing. Forgive my
The
question.
reason, the reason is one: we are not fighting for Nigeria betterment. The protest is targeted at making Nigeria a better country. Two, we are not going to allow any Biafran to get killed by the Nigeria terrorist state for no reason. It is better for you to die fighting for Biafra than going to protest for betterment of Nigeria and you get killed. That is the most useless death ever. And as a responsible government, as a responsible prime minister that have the love of the people at heart, I will give you my advice. It is left for you to go out there and protest on your own. And like I said, if you die, you are a foolish person. Like you said, you are going to post their videos on social media. I will help you to share it too, because I will be sharing it to say, I told you. So we will not waste our strength, our men, and our people on that. But let me tell you, we don't say everything in the public. We will be watching them with one eye. and we'll do what we need to do at the right time, at exactly the right time. So let them go out there and do whatever they want to do. But Biafra will not be part of them. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, the MP. Well, I am from Benue State. I am not directly speaking in support of one Nigeria, but my question.
We need one Nigerian nation.
Why are you people looking so strange? And then at the end of the day, you will come and say about Biafra. What is going on? Have we actually succeeded in liberating all of you, or what?
Yes.
Say yes.
My question is, the map of Biafra did not cover the Biafran part of the Benue State.
So your village is not there.
Thank you. Personally, the website we need for the ID card.
No wonder you deny Nigeria.
So your problem is that your village is not part of Biafra.
Yes. Personally, I visited the website to register for ID card. I cannot find my state. Yes.
We have said it. Forget about the state. Forget about the state. If you believe that your village is part of Biafra, believe me, you are probably part of Biafra, but you don't know the map, because we know a lot of people are having a problem with the map. So forget about the state and all that. Do your application and submit every information that is needed. If you don't know the exact state, do it anyway with all the information. You will be invited for interview. The Biafra government, the Department of the Security Administration will invite you for interview. They will interview you live on the Zoom, where they can see you and ask you some questions. So that's how far we have gone. So do your application, and you will manually confirm whether you are qualified or not. I believe that you are qualified if you know that your village falls under the Biafra of 1967. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. I have been listening to Mazen Abdukano for long. So he keep mentioning my village being part of Biafra. I am very positive. Yes.
And now the village is not there.
Yeah, the village is not there now.
All right, don't worry. You will be rescued.
Oh, thanks, sir. I'm grateful. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Martin. Arsenal fans. I think you'll be the last person because time is running.
My dear, good evening, sir. As again,
Why is everybody speaking Biafra here? This even was so get you now.
Message
Okay.
I'm sending message.
Somebody na just the other day. Was it yeah, somebody na just one program last year share. Ola just o male no Germany. Okay.
Even even say for mama no marojin and time be kujen banya be kujen banya tani ya even no mojin akinu ma leke gozanga jeje la roda na abujaro mbe. So those people who go protest, so better go protest. So we dey here, they share video.
Yes.
Watch that.
Exactly.
I greet you, boss.
Thank you.
My informational minister, I greet you.
Okay, Jinde, we're from here. Thank you so much.
I greet you, boss. Thank you for the mic.
Sonny, please look for one Nigeria, at least 2 persons to bring them to the stage, please. 2 persons. It does not matter how long it's going to take me to have one Nigeria. I need to. How can we? I'm not satisfied that we have liberated everybody. It's not true. Even though that today we have recorded over 45 million votes in the Biafra self-referendum, and the second stage is still ongoing, 45 million. So I know that's a very big number, especially when you compare it to the Nigeria election in Biafra territory. It's a very huge number. But yet I have been seeing on social media where people are talking about Nigeria this, Nigeria that. but I cannot believe that everybody here following me is a Biafra. So please look for one Nigeria. Those who support one Nigeria. We are not here to fight, but we want to hear them. We want to know, see them and hear them ask me stupid questions and good questions, so that I will address them. I need to have some kind of opposition, not all the time Biafra people there. I know how when we started, it's always a cat and dog fight. When all those people will come here, like the one they call the croc or whatever, then he will come and be ranting, Simon Ekpa, this, now. Now I'm not seeing them here. So I need to see them to ask me questions. And let me also ask them how far they have gone since 2023 election. We told them that Nigeria does not need election. What Nigeria needs is a complete disintegration of the evil and dangerous diversity that has made the whole people in Nigeria to think like animals. When you say think like animals, is an insult to animals because animals are smart. But think like idiots, which they are. You don't need election. You don't need also protest. Protesting for a better Nigeria. What has happened to Atiku? Are you going to kill him? What has happened to Wike? Are you going to kill him? Are you going to remove Umahi as a minister? Are you going to kill Ekpa not to become the Senate president after your protest? All this nonsense is, it's just a waste of time. The only way to fight for true liberation and revolution is to join the pattern that the Biafra government have been using for the past 3 years. Thank you. Go ahead, Esmond.
Emmanuel, over to you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. PM.
I'm here for a long time.
Hello?
Yes, Emmanuel, make it snappy. What minute?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. PM. Please, just to mention, that 45 million votes you mentioned for referendum, mine is part of it. I'm from the Middle Belt, and I'm fully in support of Biafra. I wish if I was part of the state of Biafra, I would have applied for the ID card. But since I'm not, but immediately in February, I think on the 3rd or so, immediately I claim Anambra because I want to support the Biafra struggle. And the question I want to ask, please, this Biafra point,
If you claim Anambra and you have your picture and everything, probably the system has actually screened you out.
Okay.
So we don't have any. If you are not from Biafra land, the system, you are part of those. How many percent? Can somebody go to my Twitter and check? Is it 2% that vote that was red? Right? Is it 2%? Is it 98% for Biafra and red, which is 2%? So you are part of those 2%.
Yeah, greetings from here, Nigeria. Yeah, I want to ask, these Nigerians, Nigerian armies, your voice of the killing. I want to know what is the people's gain?
You should be asking. You mean the terrorist, Nigerian terrorist army? You are. There is noise where you are, so I do not understand your question very clearly. So can you rephrase? Are you talking about the Nigerian terrorist army?
Nigerians, the armies.
You mean the Nigerian terrorist army?
They are not terrorists. They are armies. Nigerian armies.
They are terrorists.
Your voice are killing them.
So yes, the Biafra Liberation Army have been. Do you have a problem with that?
I want to ask, what is the benefit?
I'm asking the benefit. Do you know what is self-defense? Were you there in 2017 when they were killing Biafrans in the city of Aba? Were you in Nigeria?
That was them.
That was them. We are revenging now. Do you have a problem with that? So those people that you kill them, do you think they are not human beings? Just listen to yourself. That was them. So we should allow them to just go like that. You are validating killing your own people you call citizens, and they have reason enough to defend themselves, and you are saying that it was then. No, our own is not then, or is now. So they must be ready to face us.
Please,
if you have a problem with them, join them too and come. I will show you. We will show you the way to play.
They are killing the Nigerian army, please. Talk to your voice.
Nigerian army have killed so much, so we are now paying them back. Do you have a problem with that? If you have a problem with that, tell them to leave the Biafra land. We give them a condition to leave our land or get killed. You have a problem with that? I don't know why you have a problem with that. Are we hiding it? Do you think we are trees? You will stand and you come and cut us down? No. You killed 2015, killed 2016, killed 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. You killed 2021, 2022, 2023. And the Biafra government is here under my watch. I said no. And you are here telling me you are killing Nigerian army. You did not even address them properly. What they are is Nigeria terror army. And you refuse to call them that. Next person, please.
Olakoke Sulola.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you now. Right on.
Thank you very much for giving me this evening, sirs. My question is this, which I'm worried about. This issue of terrorism is even in the southwest, and we all know that following the news, we are hearing that here and there that these insiders, they are collaborating with terrorists to cause several deaths amongst our people. Now, my question is, how do you intend to figure these people out? Because yes, the cause they are fighting now, everybody knows it. But what measures are you doing to take care of those insiders that are sabotaging that effort, even when you don't know? Because
Are
that's
you
my
talking
question,
about the
sir.
insiders in Oduduwa land or in Biafra? Are you a Biafran?
Yes, okay. Yes, I'm not a Biafran,
Uh-uh.
please. I'm just
Why are
I'm
you
just
worried about
I'm
our
just asking.
insider sabotage?
But you know that in those states we have
Keep
terrorists
on
too.
questions that concern the zoo.
That is my point.
Forget about the sabotage that we have. We know how to take care of them. Keep on questions that concern the zoo.
Okay, because these people have infiltrated in those states, which is where I
That is a
come
good
from,
question now.
and we
So,
have them
so
among us.
you are worried about the infiltrators and how they have invaded your land in Ondo State, right? Well,
Yes,
unfortunately, if I give you advice now, it is not going to change anything because you are not part of the Yoruba agitators or security personnel, and so even if I say anything here, it's not going to change anything. But
change anything.
I
Okay.
will advise that you people learn from what we are doing. You know
Of course, I'm
there is a
learning.
history in Yoruba land. You know that Ilorin belongs to Yoruba land, right?
Yes,
And you know that
yes, yes, yes,
today
yes.
Ilorin is in the north, right?
Yes, yes.
So it means that you people have not learned your lesson. You
And we are
know
here
that
to.
a few months ago there was agreement signed. They call peace agreement between Meyete Allah Fulani and the Yorubas.
Yes, yes, yes,
And so
yes,
ask yourself,
yes.
where are those who signed that agreement? Where are they today? Because every day we hear and read in the news how the Fulani are killing your people.
And they are still killing
So
our people.
ask them,
Yes,
where are
despite
those
the
who signed the
agreement.
agreement? Because they are all after money. Once the Fulani give them money, they will come to public and do their shambolic thing and disappear.
Yes.
The same thing happened to Oduduwa agitators today. Do you see them again shouting for Yoruba nation?
They've silenced
Everybody
most of
have
them.
disappeared. So they use them, they have disappeared. And today, some of them are still making noise. They can never take them serious. But come to us
Oh,
and tell us to sign agreement. So go and hold those people that signed the agreement. You call your elders responsible for the land because they have signed agreement to people and nobody is talking and condemning it. But you see,
nobody.
the day we
Nobody.
are going to rise again and accept to do the agitators to start dealing, having some kind of activating the alliance we have with them before, you will see all of them coming out to condemn it. That time is when they will have strength. Oh, Sonny Boy is there. Oh, Simon Ekpa is having an alliance. Oh, that is when they are going to wake up. But we read every day in the news how they are killing people in Ondo, in
Yes.
Ekiti, and all of them. They are
It is
murdering
still yes, yes.
Yorubas every day, but they don't have power to
On
talk.
a daily
It is
basis.
only when Biafra do something, everybody will have strength. So, my brother, the way we are handling
Right,
our
sir.
own case is there in the public. We have enough weapon to combat and confront the terror. When you pick up arms, AK-47 is not a guarantee that you are going to succeed. You need powerful machine gun, LMG, GPMG, RPG. This is what you need in Yoruba land. Until you have that, you will continue to cry every day. Any day you pick up arms and display 1,000 men, well armed, Fulani will flee. I am telling you the fact. It's a secret. Thank you.
Citizen Dama. Over to you, Citizen Dama.
All right, Able PM Simon Ekpa and the Minister of Information, BRGIE, and all the amazing people in the house, all of us of freedom. My name is Citizen Dama. I stand for the freedom of all black race across the world. And I'm a lover of freedom. I give oxygen for those who are defining what freedom means to them. And my question, I have a couple of questions I want to put to the Prime Minister. One is the protests across the land is gaining momentum. And I want to understand how this is going to play out alongside the sit at home especially the recent sit-at-home order you issued. How is this going to happen? I mean, does it mean, I want to understand, I want to get a clarification on how that is going to play out. How will the protests run side by side the sit-at-home order you've issued for the Biafran territory?
I don't know, I have not understood your question, but let me see if I can figure out what you are trying to say. First of all, it is still not, you people are still not getting it that we are not part of Nigeria. We are not part of Nigeria. The declaration of independence, of the restoration of independence of Biafra will happen on the 2nd of December, 2024 in Finland, under the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. We are conducting self-referendum by the Biafra government, and we have recorded over 45 million votes. And yet, people are calling us for protest for Nigeria. So one is that we don't regard ourselves as part of Nigeria anymore. For that reason, we will not be part of the protest. Protesting with Nigeria is validating Nigeria, just like election. So we distance ourselves from that protest. That's number one. Number two, we do not care what happened during the protest, and our sit at home is our business. So you have to sit back and watch how the sit at home go. And let me also tell you, when we see whatever you people are doing as Nigerians, and it has ended, if it becomes very clear that Biafra will take advantage of it, we will take advantage of it without informing anybody. Thank you.
Okay, Prime Minister, there is also an African proverb that says it's easy to steal the village drum, but the problem is where to beat it. And I consider that to mean that the drug lord, who happens to be the illegitimate president, has managed to hijack the mandate of the Nigerian people, and now he's trying to solve the riddle, which is Simon Ekpa, who is in Finland. And now people are clamoring for a protest, and the protest is gaining oxygen by day, per second, per minute. There's this conspiracy going about that the protest seems to be helping your cause. What is your reaction to that? Is the protest in line with your agitation, or is it kind of undermining it?
If you actually understand what I said now, I said joining the protest is validating Nigeria. Because what is the reason for the protest? It's not for better Nigeria, right?
Surely.
So we are not fighting for better Nigeria. We are fighting for complete independence of Biafra. And like I said, we will watch how the protests go, and if need be, we will take advantage. Taking advantage means that we are ready to destroy Nigeria. So if we see that these Nigerians who are never serious in doing anything become serious in the protest, we will take advantage. And when we take advantage, we will not inform you. Thank you.